Hey everyone, welcome to Health Psych with Miss M. In the last video, we looked at the fight or flight response to stress, which is that immediate sort of primitive response to any acute stressor that comes our way. So in this video, we'll look at some other stress responses. So both animals and humans can freeze in the face of intense threat. This might look like overwhelm, immobilizing us, kind of like when your computer has too many programs or apps open and it makes that really loud hissing sound that you just have to walk away and use some Control-Alt-Delete to close out some of those programs. We can also fawn, which is another word for people-pleasing. And that is a hot topic in the mental health and clinical space and something that we can definitely get into in future videos. For the purposes here, if we people please, we might end up bottling up a lot of these negative emotions towards other people that we could find healthier ways to express or deal with, which we'll also get into in other videos. So naturally, this kind of suppression or bottling in of these kinds of negative emotions is going to keep us in a stressed out state. Maybe you've heard of cortisol. It's another stress hormone just like adrenaline, and it kicks in when there is a prolonged or repeated state of stress, something that you might have heard of as chronic stress. So this could look like a negative work situation or sort of a family health issue, something that goes on for a while and doesn't allow the stress to really come back down. This might even look like stress that was experienced in early childhood or adolescence and thus shapes our development. The issue with chronic stress is that it's associated with a lot of negative health outcomes, such as heart disease or cancer. Like if we look at this guy and all the conditions that he might have, he's so stressed out it looks like he's crying. Finally, another stress response that is more commonly seen in women is known as the tend-and-befriend response. So when there's a stressor, we might tend, which looks like taking care of ourselves or vulnerable populations like children and the elderly. And then the befriend part means literally befriending or bringing community together to deal with a stressor. Ideally, someone can lend us a helping hand if we're the ones at rock bottom. This is a pretty adaptive stress response as it rallies community together to break out of that stress cycle. So it might look like starting a foundation to support a cause, or just reaching out whenever you could use some support, because social support is a great coping resource that we'll get into in the next video. And if you like this type of content, please stay tuned for more.